I'm using a different app, and it's funny. As soon as I press record, I smiled, but every time I thought about it, I couldn't. I couldn't smile. Every time I thought about being the messenger with a smile, I felt like it was two different people. I felt like I'm not, and I couldn't smile. And you heard me say felt. Feelings are, they something. They get you in trouble, for real. They really, really do. And because of my feelings, I have been disobedient. My grandfather died, and it took the wind completely out of me. And I'm probably going to bring that up a few times in the next coming weeks. My daughter is trying to sneak into the camera. Please sit down so I can finish.
I'm not
Please.
Behind you, so they can't see me.
They couldn't see you while you was over there. I can't have you on my back. You're almost my size.
Not.
Kennedy, it's not the time. Thank you. So, I'm probably going to bring that up because, it's just what is, you know what I'm saying? And I talked to my cousin, and I have several, but I talked, excuse me, I talked to one of my cousins, and she was saying to continue to just be you. It's more to that conversation, but part of what I got from what she said is to continue to be transparent. And so, that's why I'm going to talk about, when Rod passed away, and before he passed away, I was reading, I was counting the Omer. I was reading Psalms 119. And ironically, Psalms 119 is exactly what catapulted me into where I am, it catapulted me into being holy, in my conversation, in my ways of being. And, baby and I was reading Proverbs chapter 7 a couple of weeks ago and talking about the loose woman. And I was telling her, like, baby, that used to be me, And every testimony is a big one. But being able to overcome being controlled by my flesh and sexual, trying to find the words, just being a thought. How about that? That was huge. So, with all that being the case, Psalms 119 was what helped me to get through that and because what happens in reading Psalms 119, we're cleaning ourselves. We are putting the flesh where it belongs. Like, this is I'm supposed to try to make that sound, but this is my earth suit. You know what I'm saying? This is not the one that I identify with. This is simply my earth suit. And so I'm about to digress, but I had to make a video because I guess it's not digress, because a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of real, actually bad stuff, because when I do, this is just keeping it 100. When I do stuff my way, I mess up. Like, I really mess up, And I have been doing things my way since May the 4th. Since I found out my grandfather died. And a lot of stuff has crumbled, So today is July the 24th, and I'm like, dang, and the kids like, what's wrong? Like, they could tell. It was amazing how they just felt. Like, when I had that internal revelation, just sitting here chilling with them and talking with the Most High, they saw it, you know what I'm saying? They was like, dang, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, straight, you know, trying to be strong for the girls or whatever, but I gotta be obedient, y'all. You know? I don't know. I was about to say I don't know why but I sometimes wonder why he chose me or any people, you know. I ain't gonna lie, like, man, why he choose her? Why he choose? And not because I don't think that they're capable. I ask that question because I want to know what the Most High sees in me and what he sees in them, so that I can identify with them from that perspective as well. And I can identify with myself. I can interact with myself from the perspective of what he sees in me, rather than, my man Gideon. Y'all got to read about Gideon. Gideon was like, look, hold on. You want me to do what? I am my tribe is the smallest. And in my father's house, I'm the, like, weakest and the small. Like, he was just like, on the totem pole, I'm at the bottom. But the Most High saw mighty man of valor. So think about that. He had to choose to interact with himself as a mighty man of valor rather than the least in the 12 tribes and the least in his father's house. You get what I'm saying? I feel like Gideon. I feel like I'm the least. Not necessarily in Russell's house, but just out of the millions and billions of people on this planet that he can use to tell y'all, read the Bible, not because of religious reasons, but because you love the Most High and you want to get to know him. I'm like, can't somebody else do it? And he keep telling me, no. No. You got to do it. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. But then I don't do a video.
You don't what?
Just, that's the only question. I did, you know what I'm saying? I say okay, but then I go to sleep. Or just do anything. Anything but record a video. You know what I'm saying? So, this is me recording a video because he chose me. Big nose. Curious features. Look like my daddy. Voice sometimes sound like him too. You know, just, I stutter. Like, the list goes on and on. But he chose me. You know? I gotta see it. I have to, not necessarily see. Remember what I said. Gideon had to interact as a mighty man of valor. And interact with himself in that aspect. And in interacting with himself in that aspect, he was obedient. He did what the Most High told him to do. So yes, Beans, a couple tears are rolling in your mom's eyes, but I'll be all right. Talk to y'all later.